chaos unfolding on one of Atlanta's busiest highways. Police say that road rage led to a shooting on a jam-packed Georgia 400 this morning.
Atlanta News First Don Shipman is live with the First Alert breaking news tracker on Windsor Parkway over Georgia 400. Don, how is the shooting victim doing?
I mean, it was a terrifying moment for morning commuters. Can you just imagine this happening? That victim rushed to Grady Memorial Hospital, expected to be okay, but he was shot multiple times. All of this happening right under this bridge on Georgia 400. He managed to come to a stop up there. Now, when we drove by, we could actually see the bullet holes in the glass to his SUV, multiple holes. Traffic was backed up for miles this morning. That shooting happened right on Georgia 400 northbound near Windsor Parkway, just about a mile south of the Glen Ridge exit. This was shortly after 7:15 this morning. When we got here, we watched as investigators canvassed the highway looking for shell casings, traffic down to one lane. Police are still fresh in their investigation, still trying to determine the events that led up to the shooting, but they say that this could have been a whole lot worse.
It could have led to more serious injury to the driver or innocent drivers driving up the roadway. It's definitely a careless act and could have had a lot more severe consequences.
And police are still searching for that suspect. They do not have a description of that suspect, but we do have some brand new information because they do have a description of the vehicle. They say that it's a dark colored Tesla with tinted windows and dark rims. Call Sandy Springs Police if you have any information. Live here in Sandy Springs, Don Shipman, Atlanta News First.
Thank you, Don.